Hey everybody, Bart here, and I just wanted to make a quick video about some basic stretches that you can do to improve the workday. First thing you can do is stand up. So once you stand up, there's a proper way to stand that will help build your core musculature so that you stand better, more effectively. So from the bottom up, I bring my feet basically under my knees or under my hips. I'm not trying to stand too wide, and I definitely don't want to stand too narrow. So after I get my foot width in the right place, my toes point forward, my knees are unlocked, I'll roll my shoulders back, squeeze my shoulder blades together, and this is the anatomical position, but it's also mountain pose from yoga. Me pinching my shoulder blades together, lifting my chest. I'm not swaying my back, so there's no tilt in the pelvis. My pelvis is neutral, in a neutral pelvic tilt. So just standing up every 2 hours. There's a lot of little programs that you can put on your computer where it's like every 2 hours you'll get a little reminder that you get up for 3 minutes. That's been a campaign for a long time. It's a good way to do it if you do have a particularly busy work day. The next exercise that I like to do the most is 10 huts. So again, coming back to the shoulder blades that take a pounding when you're over the desk. I'm pinching my shoulder blades together, broadening my chest. I inhale as I bring my hands up, and I exhale as I bring my elbows together. Every morning, I do this 10 to 20 times. I have a pretty solid morning routine that I've built over a pretty long career, and so I'm just going to share my favorites with you today. The next, just be a simple back extension. So again, neutral pelvic tilt, unlock the knees, big broad chest, I'm lifting up, I'm extending the spine, opening my airway, and this is just a simple back extension. When I come out of it, I usually spend, a good 8 to 12 seconds. I'll drop my chin, I'll rock my right ear right, my left ear left. Now I had neck injuries for a particularly long time, and that was not a fun exercise. So one way to kind of get a little bit safer in that position to where you feel comfortable is by shrugging up your shoulders. When you pop up the trap muscles back here, they'll actually protect the back of the skull. Because our neck's really fragile, small bones, we can use those muscles right here to support the back of the head if we're very cautious in back extensions in general. Now after I've done that, the next exercise is a lunge, calf, and oblique stretch. I'm going to take myself into a lunge. It could be a gentle lunge, it doesn't have to be wide. What I want to do though is bend one knee forward, so in this case the left. So I'm working my hip flexor. I'm pushing back on my back heel, so I'm stretching my calf, so I have lunge, calf, and I'm going to take my left hand to my left thigh and reach my right arm to the sky. So this is my obliques. These are inspiratory muscles. These are muscles that assist in inspiration. And so again, I spend at least 8 to 12 seconds. Not trying to move too fast, I'm not trying to move too slow. Now you can always elect to stay longer in that position. And keep in mind you want to do it on both sides. So last time I had my left knee forward, now I have my right knee forward. Now there's some balance required. Don't worry if you don't get that back heel all the way to the ground. It takes a little while. Taking right hand to right thigh, reaching left arm to the sky. Oh yeah, I've got my lunge, calf, and oblique stretch. Take a good 3 to 5 really long, drawn out breaths. And I step out of it. Last but not least, I'm going to work on a Romanian stretch. So here I'm pushing on my thighs, my knees are bent, got a big broad chest, and I'm trying to get space in between the backbones. When we sit on the couch or in some sort of chair that doesn't have a lot of firmness to it, your backbones are going to shift and they're going to move throughout the course of your day. So if you feel some pops here, it's very natural. We develop air pockets in between our vertebrae, and so some of those pops are good. Whipping and cracking around, not great. So those are great workday stretches. If I had to choose one more for you, it would just be a simple rotation where I take a slightly wider stance. I let my knees stay still, and I move my upper body. This I'll do 15 to 20 times just because it feels good to get some slight rotation. So now we have extension, flexion, rotation, we have oblique movements, and then we have the pectoral shoulder girdle all taken care of. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This one's specifically for Peter. Go out and make it a great day. All right, take care of yourself.